with due respect to the PS, I've just come here to do a simple job to go through the selected recommendations, but I was just trying to scan through, and like in the members' contributions, most of them, if not 90%, had been talked to and of course overwhelmingly supported. And I just want to go through to prove that we really supported them. We recommended that the government of Uganda prioritizes social transfers to older persons and commits to a phased scale up of SAIC. I would like to hear from members whether we are taking on. Whatever we shall not take, you will just try to call me back. So does one I become representative? Oh, okay. Unless there is a no. That's good. 2, the set in 2 is about SAGE financing. That government identifies sources of funding for SAGE. That the government should find a sustainable source of funding. That government, where is David? Is someone recording this? That government finds a sustainable source of funding for SAGE. Yes. Yeah, I would like to get the amendments in case we need to amend. Then the second in that set is that the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development works with Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to engage with the 2012-2013 budget process. Then the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development prioritizes SAGE in the budget framework paper of 2012-2013. That an analysis be carried out of the current government spending on social development with a view to realign expenditure to create space for the rollout. Do I hear any excuse? Do I go on? Okay. Yeah, do I come back to financing, Honorable Kawapumba? To commit now government into a commitment of part of its budget, the national budget, toward the scaling up. And members seem to say that all the districts be taken up. And the set 3 of the selected recommendations is about government communication. There will be a brief to His Excellency the President about the program. And for your own information, the same committee has already briefed the Honorable Janet Museveni, because we knew that in Karamoja she carries a lot of the social protection component. She has already invited the team to Karamoja to address the Elders Forum about SAGE. And so the group is now remaining with the meeting, His Excellency, to inform him and brief him about the program, and of course remind him about the commitment of government. Then 2, to prepare a cabinet information paper to brief cabinet about the lessons learned. I think this is very handy.
The draft is ready yesterday.
So the draft is ready, and I think the minister is taking that on. To form a cabinet committee on social protection or social development. That is cabinet again. I think some ministers who are here, I would maybe hear aye from them. To form a parliamentary forum on social protection. That one is supported. And also to make a presentation on expanding social protection to the parliament. Members, I think you would recommend that the rest of our members really have this that we have had today. Yeah, well, we can arrange, and then all of them can be taken through this, and that we are all on board. Maybe now that you are supporting the forum must very, very fast be tracked, and then it will give the members of parliament, all of them, at least some room to share with us what we shared today. And this is what I heard from the group to South Africa as our recommendations. Maybe if there is any addition, we are ready to take an addition. From what you heard from the presentations, could we take an addition? I can see Honorable Ndezi, I see Honorable Kabakumba. If I may just give a background about why we are forming even the Parliamentary Forum, was basically about advocacy and lobby, and also to look at the legal framework, to look at the guidelines that we have right from the Constitution up to when we really have a working document that will guide the implementation of this program. So, Honorable Ndezi, you are most welcome to the forum from the time it will be formed to lead us, to guide us on the legal framework, since this is your critical niche.